One of my clients pays around $3,700 a month just for their HOA fee of their condo. In today's video, we're going to focus on the condo market in Phoenix and Scottsdale. A lot of the information gets blended in with single-family homes, and a lot of people don't really know what's happening in the condo market. So this is going to be specific to condos. It's going to be for two-bedroom condos, and stick around to the end of the video and we're going to go through the price ranges from 0 to 500,000, from 500,000 to $1 million, and from $1 million on up. And we're going to compare and see what the days on market is, list price to sales price, and all the other data. So let's get into it. We've been getting a lot of requests for market updates, so we're going to do more of those on the YouTube channel. If there's a specific day when you'd like us to release those, let us know. But we are going to include condos every month. We'll do a market update on the Phoenix and Scottsdale condo market. Alright, so this is just an overall view of what's going on in the market right now. And what's really happening in the overall market is a lot of supply coming on the market, less demand due to one thing: high interest rates. That's the bottom line. It affects condos in a way that there's a lot of HOA fees and other fees involved in a condo, so when you go to qualify to buy one, you have to look into those fees. I'll give you a quick market snapshot of the overall market. So if we look at the current listings of everything that's on the market right now, we have around 17,600. If we go back and we look a year ago, we only had 11,000. So overall inventory in the valley is up 57%. Now again, that's not specific to condos. Right now, sold listings are down just under 5% from a year ago, and homes under contract are down around 3% from a year ago. We're going to talk later in the video about sold price to list price, but we also have to remind everybody that there's two different averages when it comes to price range, and a lot of the stuff that you're going to see on YouTube, all the crash videos and everything, are talking most likely about the average sales price. The stats are all over the place, but when we're looking at this, we're looking using median sales price, where 50% of the inventory is above that price, 50% is below. If we go into the average, it's skewed and it's always higher. You can see right here, this is price per square foot. On the average is showing at $277, where the median is $262 a foot. You can do the same thing for prices. So whenever anybody's talking about the average, when they're talking about numbers, throw the information out the window, because that's all the sales, including the really expensive, the really inexpensive, divided by the total number of units, and that's not accurate, especially where Scottsdale, for an example, has properties that are a lot more expensive, so it's going to look way out of whack. What's affecting everything right now? Interest rates. When interest rates back in January dropped down in the 6% range, the market took off really quickly. Right now, we're down around 6.99, right around 7 for a 30-year fixed mortgage. And that's really the point at which the market moves. When we're above 7, things seem to really slow down. If we drop back down into 6 to 6.5%, we expect the market will pick up substantially. In overall, again, the market summary for Maricopa County, you can see the number of listings is way up versus the sales, which is substantially lower. Listing prices right here, on the average in the market, are way up here. Let's say 535. And again, that's not specific to condos. We're getting to that. And the list sold prices are down around 478. Does that mean you can go in and make a lowball offer on a home? Probably not, because this market is so slow in changing, and the sellers are not ready for what the new pricing may be, and every single condo building will be different as far as supply and demand. And supply and demand is what sets the prices in the market. So in general, you can see again that this just shows you the trend line of the monthly average sale price per foot. And this is in the overall market, including condos and single family homes. What you want to see is the fact that we peaked out here, price per square foot. We came back down a little later in the year, and then we jumped back up again. And again, interest rates really affect this. Days of inventory in the total market, you can see we were really low here when interest rates were really low, and now inventory is steadily going up. This is a chart that's specific to condos. So we have 102 days. So sellers need to be aware that things are not selling as quickly as they used to, and buyers need to be aware that there's more inventory for them to look at. So when they're going out to look, they're going to have more options than they had 6 months ago. Now this is something that's really interesting. This is percentage of closings with seller paid concessions. So right now, this is specific to the condo market, and you're going to see in Phoenix and Scottsdale, 41% of the transactions are going to have some type of seller concession. What's that mean? That means they're going to help them either buy down the rate or they're going to help them pay some closing costs. Now the average right now is probably around $5,000 to $10,000, and you will not see that on a list price to sales price ratio, meaning this only shows up on the settlement statement. This is definitely happening right now because I recently sold 2 units in Scottsdale. These were patio homes. They were in the $500,000 price range in a 55 plus community, and each seller had to contribute $15,000 to the buyer to buy their property. The more expensive the property gets, the less concessions that the buyers are getting from the sellers. All right, so this is specific condo information right here. So the one thing we're looking at now, these are all minimum 2 bedrooms. In the last 30 days, there was 95 units that sold in Phoenix and Scottsdale in the condo market. These are between 0 price and $499,000. So we're trying to get, the least expensive 2 bedrooms in the market. The average list price was $347,000. The average sold price was $337,000. So they sold for 97% of asking price. Now here's the thing. You have to remember, this isn't based on the original list price. This is on the most recent price. So if they did a price reduction from $400,000 to $375,000, it would be based off the $375,000, and that's what it sold at. But on the other hand, again, this ratio right here, it would be lower if you added in the seller concessions. And again, on the less expensive properties, a lot of these had concessions. Average list price per square foot was $306. Average sold price was $297. Average days on market was 64. Now again, in the past, you would have had sales in, when the rates were really low, in under 25 days for sure. Now let's go up in price range on the condos. So here we're looking at condos from basically from 500,000 all the way up to $1 million. In the last 30 days, there was 33 of these condos that sold. The average list price was $661,000. The average sold price was $647,000, 98% of asking price. Average square foot was $1,449. Average list price per square foot $489. Average sold price $478. Average days on market 60. That's still closing fairly quick. Remember, it takes about 30 days to close. Now let's go over $1 million. Between Scottsdale and Phoenix, there were only 10 sales in the last 30 days. Now that is seasonal. Remember that most of the people that are buying multi-million-dollar properties or million plus in Phoenix, they're not here in the summer. So in the summer, their sales probably dropped 50%. But there were 10 sales. The average list price was $1,293,000, so let's say 1.3. The average sold price was $1,222,000, 94% of asking price. So right here you can see the difference. As prices go up higher, there's more of a bigger discount on the properties. There are fewer people that can afford to buy these properties. Average square footage was 1,900. Average list price per square foot was $702. Average sales price per square foot was $669. And look at days on market. The average was 135. That's over double what it was for properties under $1 million. Why is that again? Less people can afford these condos, and a lot of these more expensive condos have really high HOA fees. One of my clients pays around $3,700 a month just for their HOA fee of their condo. So don't forget also to take a look at our website. You can go in, there's a lot of really good information. I have it set up very simply to search. You can put a neighborhood and or an address here, but if you want to know what your home's worth, you can put some information right here, enter the address. We do have 4 books available for free download. I'm selling these on Amazon, but if you download off our website, you can get the ebooks for free. There's one on buying your home, selling your home, flipping, and also long-term rental. These are just little guidebooks that I wrote, and you can take a look at them. And again, you can get the downloads for free. And then I do write at least one blog article every week. So you can, once you subscribe, you can come in and read all my blog articles. So in general, right now, we are seeing some cracks in the armor of the market. Phoenix in general is normally stronger than Scottsdale just by the fact that the prices are lower and more people can afford them. If you're looking to buy in a specific condo complex, just reach out to me and ask me to do a market analysis for you on that complex. Have a great day.